Hi, my name's Ruth Hall, and I'm 59, soon to be 60 years old.
So I have a question to start off our conversation this morning. What do you think people's first impression of you is?
Well, I have probably two first impressions. My first impression in the real world, the working world, is probably a little more gung-ho sales type of impression. I'm very blunt and I tell it like it is, probably due to my health, but my poker impression is people typically don't want to play against me. They consider me ruthless, which I'm really not. I'm tight aggressive.
So you just mentioned something because of your health. Tell us about that.
I had stage 3 breast cancer twice, and I have a brain tumor, which we believe is benign, and I'm being treated for Meniere's disease, but out of all of those, the Meniere's disease is the hardest because it causes vertigo and migraines. So I've been changing my diet and trying to control it that way, as well as anti-seizure drugs.
So how does that affect your activities of daily life?
Right, so in 2015, I was a WSOP circuit grinder, and I went from place to place as well as working full-time playing poker. And 2016, the cancer hit, 2018, the brain tumor with the Meniere's. And so that's when I decided that traveling was a little harder. For 6 months, I couldn't fly or drive. And then we got it under control, and now I'm back at least playing my hobby a little more frequently than I did before.
So what do they say, where do they say you're at with your breast cancer?
Yeah, stage 3 twice. I'm on 5 years of chemo, maintenance chemo right now, just to prevent it from coming back. The oncologist said if you want 10 years, you'll take these pills. If you want 5 years, you won't take them. So that's where we're at.
And do you have a family?
I do. I have a brother that I'm very close to that also plays poker. My husband and my 2 daughters. My parents passed away.
Okay. Was there a history of breast cancer in your family?
Not at all. So it's real important that you do self-exams as well as mammograms, because I actually caught it myself the first time, and it was the size of a walnut and the shape of a heart with a tail, and it came back 20 years later.
How has that affected your girls?
I think they see me as a stronger person. I don't take a lot of BS from anyone, and they know I'm a survivor, and I think that whenever we go to doctor appointments, they go with me if it's important, like the brain tumor. My entire family wanted to be in that office, which was a little overwhelming, I think, for the oncologist, but they were not going to miss a stroke in that prognosis.
So how often do you have to go for follow-up appointments?
I'm supposed to go every 3 months. I go once a year. I got tired of doctors.
How does your family feel about that?
They don't know it. They might now.
You just tell them you're going to the doctors and you go play another game of poker?
Probably.
What has having 2 rounds of breast cancer changed for your life?
So the first time, I thought we had beat it. So the second time, I didn't even cry over it. I didn't cry over the brain tumor either. The first time, I was just devastated. But I think you have to have the mindset that you'll fight it and you'll get better, or else you're not going to. Because it's a mental game that you're playing with yourself as well. So how it changed my life, the first time when I got breast cancer, unfortunately, my ex-husband and I did not work it out. So I had close to death, divorce, and moving all together, which are the 3 most stressful things in your life. That was back in about between 96 and 2001. And so I figure if I can do those 3 all at once, there's not much I can't do. And so it just made me a stronger person.
How old were your kids at that time?
When all of that started, they were young.
Yeah. So add on the diagnosis, moving, divorce, and 2 small children.
Correct.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was a tough time in my life. It felt like a soap opera. It didn't feel like it was me, but it happened, and that which does not kill you makes you stronger.
This is true.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. What would surprise people to know about you?
What would surprise people to know about me? That I'm probably going to retire from poker not too far away from now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, did you just say the words retire from poker?
Yes. If I retire from work, I probably won't be playing poker.
Wow. Now, those of you that are watching, Ruth Hall is a very big figure in the women's poker community and the poker community in general. That's going to be a shock to this poker system.
Well, I hope to do more volunteer work. So right now I'm the vice president or on the board of the WPA, which is the Women's Poker Association. And I also am on the committee for the Adopt a Chicks, but I'm adding the Breast Cancer Resource Center to that mix. So my focus will be more volunteer work, and I'll have more time to contribute to that. But obviously less income and funds if I retire to be able to travel the U.S. and play poker. So I'd rather use that money on the bucket list, which I've been working on.
Tell me about your poker career. How long have you been playing? What is your highest achievement?
Mm-hmm.
What's your bucket list
Well,
item?
It's all subjective. So for me, I've been very blessed with mid to low stakes tournaments where I've been able to make money, whether it be to pay off new cars or buy furniture or go on trips. It's been wonderful. But my best achievement, I guess I have a WSOP circuit ring and a golden nugget bracelet, but my best achievement in my mind is being able to shift gears between playing ladies only and open events, which twice I've done back to back, where I've won the ladies event, the next day I won against the men. That was in West Palm Beach at the circuit and also at Binion's during the World Series. So for me, being able to switch gears and play against both genders was an achievement.
That's awesome.
Because you have to play them differently.
Tell us about that.
Oh, I knew you were going to go there.
You said it, not me.
Men are going to be more aggressive. They're going to bluff more at you. You have to be willing to call off some chips and determine if they have a monster or they have squadouche. Women are more limp get lucky poker. So you can't really raise them off hands pre-flop. They want to see that flop. You have to wait until post-flop. So you adjust your game for the audience and for the table, which depends on your table draw too.
If you were walking down the street and people were walking by you and you had the opportunity to hold up a sign that just told them one thing about Ruth Hall.
Yeah, survivor. Big survivor. In life, in health, in family, in everything, survivor.